Hi there, I'm Aki from Aki Gaming, and welcome to another episode of My Waifu or Husbando is better than yours. Each episode, we will be putting two heroes into the spotlight and see who reigns supreme over the other. First, they will be judged by all of their attributes, which includes their stats, weapons, skills, etc. Then, we will put them into a battle simulator and see who's the better one when head on. Not only that, we will also be giving them their best possible skill build and put them into the ultimate mass battle showdown to see who will be crowned the winner of My Waifu or Husbando is better than yours. Let's not wait any longer and introduce our contestants. Standing on the left corner, a descendant of the 12th Crusader, Balder, the Prince of Selphie, the first horse riding lord in Fire Emblem series, Sigurd! And standing on the right corner, the son of Xander, a serious, straightforward elite, the future king, Siegbert! Due to YouTube censorship, I'm forbidden to pronounce Sigurd as the way it is. Hence, I will have to substitute it with something else. Anyway, looking at two charming princes, it's a pity if I don't give them the treatment. And here we go, two royalty on a horseback, fighting to claim the title for the better Husbando. Who will be the last man standing? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Round 1, stats and skills. Let's start with their base stats total. Sigurd has a BST of 159, and Siegbert's BST is 157. The first point goes to Sigurd. What about their rating after weapon and skills? Sigurd's total rating is 178, and Siegbert is 175. 2-0 to Sigurd. Next is their hit points. Sigurd has 41 HP, and Siegbert has also 41. It's a tie. Let's look at their attack now. Sigurd's attack is 35 plus 16, and Siegbert is 34 plus 16. Sigurd scores again, 3-0. What about their speed? Who is the faster unit? Sigurd has a speed of 32, and Siegbert has 35. Siegbert scores his first point, 3-1. Now, let's look at the defense. Sigurd has 34 points in defense, and Siegbert has 31. Sigurd immediately scores one back. The score is now 4-1. Last, their resistance to magic damage. Sigurd has a resistance of 17, and Siegbert has 16. Another point to Sigurd. After looking at their stats, Sigurd is leading ahead of Siegbert by 4 points. It's looking kinda one-sided, to be honest. Next, shall we look at their weapons? Sigurd wields the legendary Divine Turfing. It has a might of 16 and grants him resistance plus 3. Not only that, it also reduces 50% damage received from the first attack if in combat against foe using magic. As for Siegbert, he wields the Dark Great Sword that also has a might of 16. It grants him a plus 4 attack and speed whenever he initiates combat. It's like a weapon with a built-in Swift Sparrow. Whose weapon is better, you ask? Offensive-wise, Dark Great Sword is the better weapon as it allows the wielder to hit harder and faster, but Divine Turfing is better defensively. Shall we consider this to be a draw? Next, their special. Sigurd has a miracle that enables him to survive a lethal attack with 1 HP remaining with a cooldown of 5. And Siegbert, he has Dragon Fang, a 4 cooldown special that grants a 50% to attack when proc. According to the link here, Dragon Fang is ranked higher than Miracle. Hence, this point goes to Siegbert. 5-2. Now, to their passives. We won't be comparing their passive in B as Siegbert doesn't have it. However, we'll still briefly go through it. Sigurd has Crusader's Ward. If he receives consecutive attacks from foes 2 spaces away, damage from the second attack onwards reduced by 80%. Okay, let's compare passive in A now. Sigurd has Close Defense in slot A, a passive that boosts his defense and resistance by 6 if he's being attacked by a sword, lance, axe or dragonstone foe. As for Siegbert, he has Death Blow that grants him a +6 attack whenever he initiates combat. So whose A skill is better? Again, by referring to Game 8, Close Defense is ranked slightly lower than Death Blow. Another point to Siegbert, 5-3. And what's left is Passive C. Sigurd has Speed Smoke that inflicts a -7 speed on foes within 2 spaces of target after combat. How about Siegbert? He has Attack Tactic, a skill that grants +6 attack to allies within 2 spaces if number of that ally's movement type on current team is equal or less than 2. Debuff versus buff. Who has the better C skill? Both are very good skills depending on how you utilize it, but Attack Tactic is slightly more versatile in my opinion. Hence, another point to Siegbert. And that's all for round 1. With a score of 5 against 4, the winner of first round is Sigurd. Siegbert nearly makes a comeback. Maybe he will be able to do it in the next round. Shall we find out in round 2, head-on fight. For this segment, I'm going to use the FEH damage calculator by Andu Krandu. First, we are just going to let them brawl with their default skills, IV with no buff. Let's have a look at the result. It seems none of them gets to take down their opponent in one round of combat. However, Siegbert has an overwhelming advantage over Sigurd during the following turn. I think it's okay if we give this fight to Siegbert because of that. 1 point to Siegbert. How about we give them their recommended skill build? For Sigurd, Divine Triffing, Distant Counter, Crusader Sword, Horn Cavalry, Bonfire, and a Close Defense Seal. For Siegbert, Dark Great Sword, Swift Sparrow, Desperation, Attack Tactic, Gale Force, and the Heavy Blade Seal. And the result? Siegbert managed to take down Sigurd during initiation due to his double Swift Sparrow. Even if Sigurd survived the initial encounter, he would still not survive the next Gale Force attack. With that, I hereby declare the winner of round 2 to be Siegbert! Before we proceed to the final round, let's recap back the result. Both Sigurd and Siegbert has a win in hand, and it all boils down to the final round. Who will be crowned the winner? Let's find out in round 3, Mass Battle. For this segment, we will be using the same damage calculator as round 2 to calculate how effective are they against all the other heroes. Instead of looking at only their kills, we are going to consider their draws and losses too, and the result will be in the form of percentage. Here's the formula. First, we will calculate the result with their default build. And Sigurd draws 85, loses 36, and wins 83. What about Siegbert? He draws 10, loses 45, and wins 149. Let's convert it to percentage to see their winning rate. Siegbert got the higher winning rate with 75.5% compared to Sigurd with only 61.5%. What if enemies attack first? Would the result be any different? Sigurd draws 80, loses 29, and wins 95. On the other hand, Siegbert draws 11, loses 48, and wins 145. After conversion, Siegbert still has the higher winning percentage. Therefore, the default fight goes to Siegbert. Now, let's move on to their best build. Would Siegbert win this time? And the result? Sigurd draws 13, loses 34, and wins 157. As for Siegbert, he draws 1, loses 15, and wins 188. In percentage, Siegbert's winning rate is roughly 12% higher than Sigurd when initiating. What if they defend first? And here's the result. Sigurd draws 19, loses 25, and wins 160. As for Siegbert, he draws 1, loses 38, and wins 165. After conversion, Sigurd finally did better than Siegbert with 83.1%, which is 2% higher than the future king. However, it isn't hard to see that Siegbert is a superior hero with higher rate when combined. Hence, Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this episode, My Waifu or Husbando, is better than yours is Siegbert! What an exciting match! I seriously did not expect Siegbert to win against the Holy Knight. Speed really plays an important role in this duel, I guess. Even though Siegbert might be the winner of this fight, but defensively speaking, Sigurd is always the preferred hero as he's the few units out there that could survive Ryan Hart's dire thunder. So, what's your thought on the result? Who do you think should have been the better Husbando? Let's discuss. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Aki Gaming for more interesting content like this. You could also leave a comment below to suggest who would you like to feature in a future episode. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode of My Waifu or Husbando is better than yours.